Thank you, Tucker.
Here we go. 'Tis the season for holiday parties, and while you're out there, you got to be careful not to overdo it, especially on a work night. What do you do?
Well, here are some tips for coping with a holiday party hangover at work. Is Pamela Wisnitzer, bartender and mixologist here in New York City. Nice to see you, Pamela.
Nice to see you guys.
I think our entire crew this morning is suffering from that. We had a Fox and Friends Christmas party. Exactly.
Ooh, that
last
an
night.
good thing I'm here.
So we all need some help this morning.
Yes, absolutely.
So what's tip number one for us to beat this hangover?
So a little bit different as a hangover at the office. You're active. You actually have to be somewhere. You're not in your bed. So the best thing you can do is get going, get moving, get the blood circulating, get the oxygen moving in your system. So if you can like walk a little bit before you get to work, especially here in New York, walk to get there instead of maybe taking the subway. Take a few laps every hour around the office.
What do you think about actually getting up 20 minutes earlier and going to exercise and sweat it out? Is that more helpful, or is the sleep more helpful?
So it depends upon the person. For some people, the exercise doesn't work. And I always say, stick with the regimen that works best. If you really didn't get a lot of sleep, you need that sleep.
Yeah, here's something that Tucker and I both swear by, which is just keep drinking. Don't even stop.
Hair the dog.
Wrong. Don't do that. It just prolongs your hangover. You're reintoxicating your system all over again. So it feels good because you're getting drunk all over again.
So the tried and true is just hit the fast food, 4 tacos, 3 Big Macs, just grease.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
And it
Is that
feels
real?
really good. And the reason is you didn't give yourself a good enough dinner before you went out drinking in the first place. So some things like we have here, you should keep it to bland foods. You should keep the foods that are going to be good on the stomach, no dairy, things like some crackers or toast, soups are good. Bananas especially, great for potassium. You need to replenish that.
This is the kind of stuff you're supposed to eat when you're sick.
Yes, because basically you've done the same thing to your system. When you have a hangover.
You have the flu.
Yeah, and you really have to be careful because, certain foods are going to have outcomes that you're not going to enjoy throughout the day at an office especially.
Okay.
You have to be interactive.
And some medications to stay away from. You say Advil may be good, but aspirin may be bad?
Yeah, no aspirin, no Tylenol. And first and foremost, you should not mix medication if you're still drunk or you still have heavy amounts of alcohol within your system. Definitely take some time. It should really be when everything's out. Advil is the best if you're going to take of all of them. It's the safest of all of them.
So Tylenol can actually be dangerous when mixed with alcohol.
Tylenol can be dangerous. There are studies that lead to the fact that it can have issues with your kidney, severe issues. But Alka-Seltzer is a really cure.
You'll feel better fast.
Yeah.
And finally, this is a great tip, just in general, but lay low. Don't broadcast your hangover.
No, I think the worst thing is when people tweet out or their Facebook statusing and they're like, oh, this hangover is terrible. And then everyone in your office knows you're hungover and you're not going to be proactive that day or efficient. So lay low. Just say like you have a little headache. Dim the lamp that you might have at your desk.
So wait, don't brag about the embarrassing details of your life on social media, is that what you're saying?
I mean, tastefully. Tastefully, if you will.
Thank you, Pamela.
We're learning all kinds of life lessons from this mixologist here.
Pamela, great to see you this morning. Thanks so much.
Nice to see you guys again.
Appreciate it.